Good morning. We're here at BEA, and I'm talking to Jeanne Muchnick. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
All right. With Dinner for Busy Mom, her award-winning cookbook for people like me, very busy moms. So, I'm sure you get asked this a million times. Busy moms, what do we do?
I know. Well, the thing is that it was guilt, which is always the driving force of anything, that got me doing this, because I've been a magazine writer for years, and I feel like I've always been great at meeting my deadlines and doing everything at work the way I was supposed to, but not doing the things at home as good as I could have been. And so my sister, who's also a very busy mom, she always manages to get dinner on the table. My kids were doing like a countdown to going to her house because we live in New York and she lives in California, and I'm like, I know you're excited to go, but why the countdown? Well, when we're at Auntie Anne's house, she always has dinner. We always eat together. And it really struck a chord that I really need to do dinner better. So hence the book, which is really about getting dinner on the table easy, with easy strategies, tips and resources and ideas, many of which come from moms across the country, as well as some experts. But the bottom line is that it can be soup and salad, it can be tacos, it can be three people having three different things that maybe you pulled from your freezer, but try to sit down as a family at least once a week together, or one more time better than you're doing now.
Okay, now you mentioned strategies. What is your absolute go-to strategy?
My absolute go-to strategy is what I call plan to plan, because it's sort of like when I figured out what I was wearing today. I thought about it, you lay it out the night before, you're thinking about it. If you plan to plan and you have in your head what you know you're going to have for dinner, then your life is a lot easier. And again, it can be as easy as having things that you know are in your freezer, having things that you know are in your pantry that you can just pull out and easily put a meal together.
Well, you know, you shared with me this foolproof dinner recipe card before we started talking, and I instantly thought of my sister-in-law, because she is a 3-ingredient or less kind of mom, and I'm sitting here, Dijon mustard, chicken breast, breadcrumbs, salt and pepper. You know, Kendall would absolutely love this.
And that's the thing. It's all about, and actually my next book, when we get to that question, will be more recipes and more under 7-ingredient recipes, because I just believe in, really honestly, I'm not a cook. I'm not really a great cook. It's really about just getting dinner together, having things handy, and again, it's about planning to plan. If you have the chicken breast in your freezer that you can defrost the night before, you always have breadcrumbs, you always have mustard, you can make dinner. You know, you can jazz it up if you've got some fun bread and just put it between 2 slices and you're set. So, the same about frozen pizza. You have some fun little veggie toppings and you put it out in little bowls, you can make dinner fun. So it's easy. You can do it.
So tell me about the next book.
The next book, I don't know. It's still a work in progress up here, but I have gotten a lot of really great response from people saying actually there needs to be more recipes in this book. There are some recipes, but this one was a little bit more about sort of like a dummy's guide to how to get dinner on the table, and tips and strategies for moms, as opposed to a lot of really good recipes. And people want, like you're saying with Kendall, they want recipes, and they want 3 ingredients or less, or 5 ingredients or less. And like I said, it can be done with a combination of, you know, I'm about shortcuts. I believe in prepackaged foods. I believe in Trader Joe's. I believe takeout counts as dinner. Again, I feel like dinner really represents like a warm hug at the end of the day, and that's sort of what my kids were saying about going to their aunt's house, but not saying it in those words. It's just so nice when everyone's eating together. And I just say to moms, though, we're busy. Let's lose the guilt. We have enough to worry about. Let's just try to make dinner easier by planning to plan, getting organized, setting out some meal plans. I mean, I put my my go-to recipe, the things that I always have, I have it on a list in my computer, you know, I used to actually I used to write a lot of travel, and it was the same concept of that. If you're traveling and you're traveling with different age kids, you have a list of everything you need for packing. That way you never forget it. So if you do the same with the grocery store, there's no excuse.
Now, you said
except unless your husband goes, and then
yeah, and then the coupons don't even go.
Right, exactly.
That's a whole other story. Now, you said the new book is going to have more recipes. Are the kids excited about testing the recipes?
They always are. They always are. I mean, they like to take part. We do a lot of fruit smoothies in our house. So, I mean, again, that's like a really easy go-to breakfast. It's a great, easy snack. and it's healthy, and you can use, again, frozen berries. So it's something that is always in your freezer. Some apple juice, some yogurt. So quesadillas, tacos. So they like to get involved. They're a little bit older now. They're 15 and 18, so not as cool to hang with mom lately, but you know, we're working on it.
Well, I was going to say, is there a favorite, you know, now that Trump's they're in California?
Yeah, well, they love the mustard chicken. I mean, we eat a lot of mustard chicken in our house, and they help. I mean, that's the thing. They can do it themselves, you know. I'm a little bit old school. Well, I'm kind of half old school in that I believe kids should have responsibilities in the kitchen. I don't think that we moms should be short order chefs catering to this, that, and the other. I think that they should be involved. We should get them involved in, at a young age, setting the table, putting dishes in the dishwasher, unloading the dishwasher, helping to chop and help blend and do all of those things. And so they have to have a part in it. So it's sort of part of their life. They're used to doing it now.
Got to get started.
Got to get
Learn
started.
about dealing with busy early.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so glad you're with us this
Thank
show.
you. I appreciate it.
Once again, it's Dinner for Busy Moms.